Hello everyone, welcome to Vidhya Explain series. Today's topic of discussion is Gaganyaan mission. Mission Gaganyaan. So in this topic we'll study what is Gaganyaan program, objectives, the cost, about the mission and other relevant information related to the mission. So the Gaganyaan mission. The Gaganyaan program envisages undertaking the demonstration of human space flight to low Earth orbit. It is a human space flight. You have to remember human space flight to lower Earth orbit. Lower Earth orbit. It is a human space flight in the short term and will lay the foundation for a sustained Indian human space exploration program in the long run. So this Gaganyaan mission will lay the foundation for an Indian human space exploration program in the long run. So this is just a beginning. This is the first step. And on the basis of this, we will also be launching Indian human space exploration program in the long run. And the mission is launched by ISRO, this Indian Space Research Organization. Formal announcement of the Gaganyaan program was made by PM Modi during his Independence Day address on August 15, 2018. So formal announcement in which year? 2018 on 15th August. So you have to remember that the human space flight into the lower Earth orbit. It was announced in 2018. It will be launched in 2023, though it was supposed to launch earlier, but because of the COVID-19, the plan got postponed. So now it will be launched in 2023. After this manned mission, India will become the fourth country after Russia, USA, China to send humans in space. So till now, USA, China, and Russia has done this, and India will become fourth country after the launching of this mission. About the mission. The objective of the Gaganyaan program is to demonstrate indigenous capability to undertake human space flight mission to low Earth orbit. So it is a demonstration program that is the first step towards human space exploration by India. So it is the first step where it will showcase indigenous capability, that India has the capability, that our organization have the capability to undertake human space flight to the low Earth orbit. So the cost is 9203 crore as per Indian Space Research Organization website. This is the official website. Here the cost is 9023 crores. Under this, 3 missions are planned. So in Gaganyaan, there are 3 missions. Unmanned. This is also unmanned. And then the final one will be a manned program. So these two are unmanned program are for the demonstration capability, that all the equipments that are being used in the Gaganyaan program is working properly. So after this demonstration takes place, then the final mission that will take place will have a manned plan. So under this, 3 missions are planned: unmanned and one manned. Uncrewed mission, that is unmanned. Uncrewed missions are for technology demonstration. So these unmanned missions are for technology demonstration, for safety and reliability verification, and will be heavily instrumented to study the performance of system before the crewed flight. So first uncrewed mission will be launched. The objective is technology verification, reliability, and performance. So after the successful of both unmanned 1 and unmanned 2, then only manned Gaganyaan mission will be launched. 4 in crewed mission, 4 pilots of Indian Air Force have been selected for the mission. So 4 pilots have been selected from Indian Air Force. They will be trained and then they will be sent to the lower Earth orbit. Low Earth orbit. Objects in low Earth orbit. Objects in low Earth orbit are at an altitude of between 160 to 2000 kilometer. So in lower Earth orbit is 160 to 2000 kilometer. ISRO's heavy lift launcher in this. So ISRO has PSLV, GSLV-2, GSLV-3. So these are different launchers. There's a rocket system that ISRO uses for launching various satellites. So in this Gaganyaan mission, ISRO will be using GSLV Mk3. So GSLV GSLV Mk3 will be used for launching Gaganyaan mission. So astronauts for Gaganyaan mission are being trained in Russia. So you have to remember this. So the training of 4 Indian Air Force pilots is being taken place they are being trained in Russia. They are being trained in Russia and they are from Indian Air Force. So the humanoid robot, so humanoid named Vyomitra will go into space before the manned Gaganyaan mission. It will try to simulate a human and report back to Earth. So in the 2 unmanned mission, so this humanoid robot will go and then this will simulate a human and report back to us. So on the basis of the observation from these 2 unmanned report, the data will be collected, the study will take place, and then only after satisfaction that everything is working fine, then only the manned mission will be sent to low Earth orbit. So now we'll discuss what is PSLV, GSLV. So in Gaganyaan mission, we are using GSLV Mk3. So this you have to remember, the launch vehicle. Launch vehicle becomes very important. So both PSLV is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, and GSLV, Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle. So you do not have to go too much into deep about this, how this works and what are different instruments used in this. So but for your exam perspective, so there is a PSLV, GSLV, and in Gaganyaan mission we are using GSLV Mk3, and both are satellite launch vehicle developed by ISRO. Both are indigenously developed by ISRO. Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle is used for launching remote sensing Earth observation satellite. So PSLV, that is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, used for communication satellite. Communication satellite. Sorry, not for communication, it's for remote sensing. It's for remote sensing Earth observation. And this is PSLV for low Earth orbit. Low Earth orbit. And now GSLV, Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle, is used for launching very heavy communication satellite. So it is not for, PSLV is not for very heavy, but GSLV is for heavy communication satellite and used for launching communication satellites. GSLV is for communication satellite and PSLV for remote sensing and Earth observation. So you have to remember the difference when it is asked in the exam that which launch vehicle is used for launching communication satellite. So you have to remember that GSLV is used for launching communication satellite. So this is PSLV XL, this is GSLV Mk2, this is GSLV Mk3. So this will be used for your Gaganyaan mission. This will be used for Gaganyaan. Now PSLV, now we'll see more difference in PSLV. So PSLV, first thing, it is a four stage launch vehicle, and then it in first and third stage liquid solid rocket engine, and in second and fourth stage liquid rocket engine, fourth stage. So in 1 and 3 solid rocket engine, and in 2 and 4 liquid rocket engine. So this is PSLV. Now we'll see GSLV. It is a three stage. So in this three stage, and also then other difference between this is, first we'll discuss three stage. What are these three stages? That is solid. You do not have to go too much into technology, that how it is used and what are the process that are involved in this. So you just remember PSLV, GSLV, 4 stages, 3 stages, and then third one is cryogenic. Now another difference between PSLV and GSLV is the low lift off mass. So it is for low lift off mass. That is up to 70. You don't have to remember exactly, but you have to remember this is for low lift off mass and this is for heavy. Higher lift off mass, that GSLV 2500 kg, and this goes to around 600 to 900 kilometers. So using PSLV, we are launching satellites in 600 to 900, and GSLV up to 36,000 kilometer and weight of 2,500 kilometer. So this is the difference. For PSLV 4-stage, low lift of mass 600 to 900 in low Earth orbit. GSLV 3-stage, solid liquid cryogenic. It is for heavy lift of mass. The range is more 36,000 kilometer and the weight is up to 2,500 kilometer. So this is the basic difference that you have to remember between PSLV and GSLV. Now, rocket for Gaganyaan mission, we have discussed that GSLV Mk3 will be used. And GSLV Mk3 chosen to launch Chandrayaan 2 also. So the Chandrayaan 2 launched by the ISRO has also, for the Chandrayaan 2 spacecraft, ISRO used GSLV Mk3, and this will be used for Gaganyaan mission also. 3-stage we have discussed, solid, liquid, and cryogenic. Developed, it is also indigenously developed by ISRO. GSLV Mk3 is designed to carry 4-ton class of satellites into geosynchronous transfer orbit. So for your exam points, this GEO is not relevant, or about 10 tons of low Earth orbit, which is about twice the capability of GSLV Mk2. So GSLV 3 is advanced version of GSLV2. So this you have to remember. PSLV, GSLV2, then comes GSLV3. And we have discussed the GSLV 3 stages, solid, liquid, cryogenic. PSLV 4 stages, 1 and 3 uses solid and 2 and 4 uses liquid. GSLV we have discussed up to 36,000 kilometer, 600 to 900 kilometer. Here the weight is 1750 up to 25, and when 2500 kilometer, and when GSLV is launching satellite in low Earth orbit, then it can launch up to 10 ton. It can take a weight up to 10 tons. So this is the basic information about GSLV, PSLV. So till now, we have discussed what is Gaganyaan mission, what is the range of low Earth orbit, the launch vehicle that is being used in Chandrayaan 2, and then the launch vehicle that will be used in Gaganyaan 3 mission. Then we have also discussed the difference between PSLV and GSLV. Then we have also discussed the humanoid robot, that is, always remember the name of humanoid robot, Vyomitra. This can be asked directly in the exam. Then we have discussed the objective, the cost, and we have also discussed in detail what is and why there is uncrewed mission, why crewed mission, and there are 2 unmanned mission and 1 manned mission. So we have discussed all the relevant information from a CLAT examination perspective. So also for your understanding, you need to know what is the importance of Gaganyaan mission. So the importance of Gaganyaan mission, employment generation, because most of the things are procured from local industry, so it will also generate employment. Prestige, how prestige? Because Gaganyaan, because India will become 4th country after US, Russia, China to launch human space mission. So this will also a matter of prestige, and India will establish itself as a key player in the space industry. So first is employment generation, then prestige. Then after the successful launch of this, there will be further research and development for more human space program, for more human and space program, and then boost to local industries, because material is procured from local industry. And also we need to, on the point of research and development, what is the current problem with Indian government is the budget of R&D is very low, less than 1% of GDP. So we need to increase the budget on R&D. So this will help in research and development. This will help in further human space program. So that's all for the session. Now it's time for G quiz. So question number 1, which launch vehicle will be used by ISRO for Gaganyaan mission? Your options are GSLV Mk2, GSLV Mk3, PSLV, none of the above. So the correct option is GSLV3, GSLV Mk3. This is also used for Chandrayaan 2. They can ask you that which vehicle was used in Chandrayaan 2, because this will be in news when the mission will be launched. Question number 2, which of the following countries have not been successful in launching human space mission? USA, China, Russia, France. So the correct, USA has launched, China also launched, Russia also launched. The correct option is France. Which country is training India's astronaut for Gaganyaan mission? USA, Japan, UK, USA, Russia, UK, Japan. So the correct answer is Russia. So in Russia, 4 Indian Air Force pilots are being trained for Gaganyaan mission. GSLV engine has how many stages? So we have discussed PSLV and GSLV. So your options are 1, 2, 3, 4. The correct answer is 3. So in PSLV, we have 4 stages. In 1 and 3, we use solid. In 2 and 4, we use liquid. In GSLV, we have 3, solid, liquid, cryogenic. So this is about PSLV and GSLV. So correct answer is GSLV. How many missions are planned in Gaganyaan mission? How many submissions are there? How many missions are there in total in Gaganyaan mission? Your option is 1, 2, 3, 4. The correct option is 3. So in Gaganyaan, we have 2 unmanned. This is also unmanned, and then manned. In unmanned, ISRO is using Vyom Mitra for demonstration and study of technology and reliability also. So till now we have, in this session, we have discussed that ISRO launching this. It was officially announced in 2018. 3 missions, unmanned, manned. Then we discussed Vyom Mitra. Then we discussed unmanned mission and manned mission. Then we discussed PSLV and GSLV. The difference between PSLV and GSLV is also discussed. Importance of mission. So we have discussed almost all the relevant information from this topic. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Stay logical with Vidikya, your best pal at CLAT Preps.